Welcome back once again, Vault Dwellers and Wastelanders. I know it's been a little while since my last video. You guys were probably expecting one last weekend. My schedule at work has shifted. I'm off every other weekend, which is when I usually post my videos. And so last weekend I had to work, but this weekend I'm off, and so here we go with another video. And as you can tell from the title and what you're seeing in front of you, we are at Hangman's Alley. Or as I'm calling it now, Hangman's Alley Extended. I'm actually using a new mod called the Commonwealth Geck that allows you to basically make a settlement as large as you want. You activate the workshop, and whichever direction you basically walk in, you can just keep going and going and going. Obviously, the game does have its limitations, so I wouldn't advise going too far out. As I've noticed in doing my settlements, if I really start to stray, frame rates basically kind of start to drop out, and it's not pretty. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into what this settlement looks like. So if you're familiar with Hangman's Alley, you know that basically right behind this little building that I put in place is where Hangman's Alley is located. I wanted to kind of close it off and create my own little city community, for lack of a better phrase, right behind here. So after several attempts, probably about a dozen, I was able to kind of get the perfect building that I wanted to that closed all that off. And we'll actually get to go in there and take a look at what that is as time goes on. So as you can see, I used the Covenant walls again. We have some turrets out here as well. Covenant walls actually worked really well because there's a lot of flat space to work with. If you know how these things are, if you try to work with them on any kind of ground that's on level, it's not pretty. Even with using something like the Place Anywhere tool, it can still be a bit of a pain to try and get them all to line up. I'm sure you probably noticed that the traffic lights are all functioning up here. That's a little something I had a little fun with. I try to breathe as much life back into this location as possible to make it look like we have an actual functioning, living city, I guess you can say. So right up here, the wall kind of goes into this natural rock wall. If you know the location, you know that this is not actually here. I put that in there. That's another mod which I will be listing in the description below as to how to get access to that. This is actually several layers of rocks that I had to build to make this. I did this because I didn't really want to bring this wall over, especially with, you know, the gap down in here, and I'd still have to put some rocks, whatever you want to call them. In hindsight, though, I probably would have made this more of like a command center or guard tower, I guess is what I was looking to say, to try to end this off. But, you know, whatever. It looks okay, and hopefully gives you guys some ideas to something you might be able to build. And it sounds like my security's going off on one of my locations. So I put vault doors at every single location. I try to keep them open as much as possible and only close them when we're under attack. But for now, this was just for effect. And yeah, it looks like we were having a little fight over there. So this is Hangman's Alley Extended. I'm way out towards the water, as you can see. Right here we have a welcome center, because every tourist location needs some place to sell trinkets and gifts and whatnot. We have a whole bunch of buildings, we have some docks, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and take a look at the welcome center. Inside, of course, the person's not here, but basically, you know, gifts, drinks, whatever, the type of stuff that you'd normally expect to find in any kind of gift shop, welcome center. A couple of empty display cases. I just put a couple of little tags in there, but there you go. That's the welcome center. And so down here, if you're really familiar with this area, you know that all the buildings are inaccessible, and all of the doorways are closed off with like plywood, wood, etc. They're all basically boarded up. So what I did is I put doors at every single door location in order to kind of make this place look like it's actually alive. Same thing with the lights. I put lights on all these buildings to try and light everything up and make everything again look lively. And so street lights as well. I had to take out all the ones that were here and use the Place Anywhere tool to put these in place. This location you were never really meant to build out here, and when you try to, this is basically like not solid, so when you try to put stuff down it won't let you. If you see down there where all that rubble is, that's actual solid ground. That's what I have to put all my objects on and then use the Place Anywhere tool to pick them up and then put them in place where I want them. It's actually kind of a pain in the butt, and as you'd imagine, very time consuming to do this, so this build definitely took me quite a while. So down here we have the docks and a couple boats in dock, and a couple guards just basically watching the marina, making sure everything's okay. And this is actually my attempt at building a boathouse. Again, I had to use the Place Anywhere tool. That thing is so handy. But let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. We got a bed, little chair, little typewriter, so on and so forth, and some actual controls and some lights. And this is basically, like I said, my version of a boathouse. And you can actually go out back here, do a little fishing, so on and so forth. So I had a little fun with that. Always kind of wanted to make some sort of living something or other out of a boat, and it just kind of hit me, you know, why not use the Place Anywhere tool to just kind of make everything fall in place, and there you go. So yeah, we have our docks here, and over here we have another building. I think there's usually supposed to be a guard right outside this one, but I don't know what happened to him. In here is your basic water plant, high ceilings just because. I'm just trying to make it unique looking. And here's the other side of the rock wall. And let's see, out back, yeah, there's supposed to be another guard here, but I don't know what happened to him. That's the way this game is. You see that probably in just about every single one of my videos when I'm trying to showcase something like this. People just disappear. It's a Bethesda thing. So again, I went in and cleaned out everything. I got rid of all the junk, all the garbage, and tried to make this as nice looking as possible. Put in a couple of benches here, and had a little fun with this section here where I built a house underneath the bridge. And put some lighting up underneath it just to kind of make it look nice. And so we got ourselves a little shack house in here, little kitchen area, little TV viewings, a couple of beds. And put down some stilts. They don't actually go all the way down to the ground. It's just for looks, basically, so it's things not just kind of floating in the air, essentially. And here we have one of our other gates. Again, these are usually always open to allow people to come and go, and we only close the gates when we're under attack. And out here, some basic defense again. And I could have kept going this way to keep clearing and making this settlement as large as I wanted to, but I decided to make the bridge the cutoff point. So I'm using another new mod. It's another new scrapping mod that I absolutely love, and again I'll have it listed in the description below. I think it's called Scrap All the Things, and this mod is fantastic. With that mod I can actually scrap just about every single building here. I do not advise doing that. When you do something like that, you're going to have like a hole where you can see right through into sections you're not supposed to see into. But if you do it just right, you can actually create something really cool, which is what I've done right up here. We will go visit the green in a second. So this is a new location that normally does not exist. This building is always here, but I was able to scrap just the one little section where the door is. It looked just like these two here, except there was a door, and I was able to create a cafe. This is Cafe Le Monde. And so this is the interior of the building, which normally would not exist, but I actually built every last little bit of this. I had to put down floors, walls, ceiling, etc. You can see there's a little bit of the inside of the original building, and I was actually able to kind of, in a sense, glitch the game and get into it and create a new interior. And you can kind of see how it glitches. If we look at it from the front, you can't even see like this wall and these windows, but from the inside here, you can look out and kind of see some of the framework. So you kind of get an idea of what it looks like when you get inside these buildings. You can look at it from the front and it's solid, but once you get inside, everything's basically like see-through. It's actually kind of neat. But yeah, I was able to get in here and create this little store. Really excited when I was able to do that. I just kind of wanted to see what would happen if I scrapped that little section and I was able to see inside the building. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of neat to make a little store or something, and there you go. So up here we have some more walls. These are always opened, even if I try to keep them closed because of those guys. They walk through here probably about 10 times a day and just keep opening the doors. So I don't even bother trying to close them. We will take a look at that section in a moment. First, we are going to head to the green. So now you can actually see these doors here. If I open it, you can see the plywood is still right there behind. It doesn't lead to anything. Some of these buildings, like I did over there, I probably could have scrapped sections of them and built into them, but I figured, you know, why bother? So, we are on our way to the green. Let's go ahead and open our fancy metal gate and see what awaits. And so you can see this gets the name the green because it is filled with green grass. And this is another little building I put in over here in this corner. Nothing in here but beds, just so that the few settlers I do have some place to sleep and they don't complain. And we have a cinema. And let's see what's playing. Now playing The Lone Wanderer starring... Hey, that's me. I know that guy. All right, he's good. And inside here, again, I probably could have done something, but I really like the facade of this this building, so I just kind of left it and stuck some doors in there. And even if I had tried to get inside that building, wouldn't be able to make like a huge cinema or anything, so I figured, let's just kind of fake it. And so this is the green. This is the actual Hangman's Alley. If you just play with the vanilla game with no mods, this is going to be the section where you can build in. And so over here we have our little drugstore. Again, I kind of hacked my way into this thing to make it a little bit bigger to make a store out of it. Over here we've got our workshop, and I kind of tried to follow. As you can see, these are just like straight sections of floor in a sense, and it's really hard to make curves. And over here we have our wireless fuse box. This is what's powering the entire place. And go ahead and close that door. Get a little frame rate drop there. And so this is the other building that I made. Mayor D. Hey, I wonder if that's supposed to be me. Alright. I'm not only a movie star, but I'm also the mayor. And so right in here, we have this guy that's kind of blocking us so we can't walk. Come on, there we go, there we go. Jerk. Anyway, this is the secretary's desk. He is not here, supposed to be, but you know, it is what it is. And we have elevators, actual elevator doors. You can open them and take the elevator up. Unfortunately, these do not close on their own. Kind of a pain in the butt, but whatever. I just did it for looks. Again, another security guy, and this also serves as the city jail. So let's go ahead and see what's on floor number 2. Again, these doors do not close on their own. And I stuck these Nuka-Cola and whatever signs in here because of the way these walls work. There would have been a gap there. Yeah, and to kind of make it a little neater and cleaner, I just kind of use the Place Anywhere tool to shove them up there. What are you doing? You are just kind of standing there with your leg up. You're dirtying up my couch, you jerk. So up here we have the office. Why is everybody in this building? I don't know. These guys are supposed to be assigned to different places, but they just want to be in the video, so they're just whatever. Anyway, mayor's own personal office, and as you can see, we got a couple of hanging bodies because this is Hangman's Alley, and they sit in front of the mayor's office to show people that you mess around, you're gonna get it. So basic living quarters, simple little kitchen there, and then back in here we have the bedroom. Got some stuff on display, some paintings, little ceiling fan, bed, just your basic bedroom. And let's go ahead and head back downstairs. And let's show you one of the nice little secret things that I did for this location. So let's head through the security gate. Back in here we have armor, weapons, and again, like I said, the jail cell. And then back here we have provisions. We have tons and tons of armor, extra guns, medicine, everything, so on and so forth. And then right here we have our secret exit zone. You come in here and you see nothing but brick walls. I'm going to go ahead and activate that, and this is our emergency escape route. So let's see if I can get over here and close this door. So if you're outside, uh-oh, we're about to get attacked. Yeah, that's right, you better run. And so as you can see outside here, it just kind of looks like plain walls. You'd never expect that you can get in or out of this location here, unless you are the mayor and know how to get in and out. So let's see if I can get back in. There we go. Better close the door because we got somebody coming after us. And so let's head on back into the community and take a look at everything else we got going on here. Oh, this person's blocking the door again. Come on. Come on. Don't make me kill you. There you go. Alrighty. So we still have, like I said, doors everywhere. They don't lead to anything except for one over here. And we have this whole section here is sort of another in and out for Hangman's Alley that you can't really access, I guess. I mean, maybe you can, I don't remember. But I went in and scrapped this whole entire thing and rebuilt this stairwell. This whole section down in here basically does not exist. It's all full of garbage and crap that blocks the whole way up here. This stairwell, this section of the stairs is probably the only section that really does exist, and I was able to clean all that out to make this stairwell function again. And so in here we just have a little basic store, general store, some more display stuff, and again a door that doesn't lead to anything, but we don't have to tell anybody that. And so with all the different scrapping mods I have I think 3 that are active now. I still cannot scrap everything. In this section I had a couple of tables and a chair that I could not scrap until I finally got that third one, scrap all the things, and I was able to scrap everything except for this one stupid chair. This one chair is just completely unscrappable, so I just used the Place Anywhere tool to shove this on top of it so that it basically hides it. Rebuilt these doorways here. If you're familiar with it, you know that that section up there is probably the only part that actually really exists. So I used one of my texture mods for, I think it's Warehouse, and added the fronts here with some doors, and I even rebuilt the glass to kind of make it look a little pretty. And took away the sign up there that says apartments, put some more greenery in here with a nice little tree, and there you go. And so that's Hangman's Alley Extended. Right over there we got Diamond City and so on and so forth, and gotta be careful too when you're scrapping some of this stuff. I accidentally went a little too far and scrapped something and found that there's a little tunnel down in here with a person living in it. And I scrapped something, fell through, and landed right on her bed, and she just looked at me and said, "Hey, you want to do some trading?" I mean, I guess she wasn't too surprised to see me, but whatever. So this is Hangman's Alley Extended. Everything's all cleaned out, got ourselves a nice little city here, and everything's all prettied up, and hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I do have a question for you all. I have been asked if I'm ever going to actually do playthroughs for this game. I do own Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and I could do playthroughs if you guys wanted to see that. So in the comments below, let me know if you want to see me do playthroughs. So yes, you want to see them, no, you just want to see settlements, or if you want to see both. If you want to see me continue doing the settlements as well as playthroughs, and we'll see what comes in the future. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this settlement, hope it gives you a little inspiration, and we'll see you next time. Don't get irradiated.